EA Sports just announced that College Football 26 is about to get its biggest roster update of the year, with over 4,500 ratings changed, as this is the update we've all been waiting for. So if you guys want to see more about this, stick around after the intro. If you guys need fast, cheap, reliable coins for your ultimate team, check out my coin sponsors at MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 6% off your order. Link in the description below.
The champ is here!
Welcome back, Money Team. This is Mad Money Shot, stemming out the college cheese as always. In today's video, EA Sports just announced that they are finally updating the rosters of College Football 26. This is one of the most, asked for things in the entire College Football 26 community, and I'm going to get you guys all the news. But before I do, as always, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to be a subscriber, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, let's go right into the video. Now, first of all, this update came out from EA Sports College page, not their CFB Direct account, which is typically where they first put out information when there's going to be an update. This came specifically from their main account for EA Sports College Football, and it says the following: the first at CFB 26 roster update is dropping tomorrow! 4,500 plus ratings changes, breakouts boosted, depth charts shaken, who's about to be unstoppable in your dynasty. And it also gives a couple of examples here. One of the biggest ones is Ty Simpson, who's having an amazing season, going up 9 points. He's going to be a 91 overall once this update drops. They have a couple other ones here, like Fernando Mendoza, who's going up 7 points to a 94 overall. And they also have Julian Sayin, who's having an absolutely monster. I think, isn't he a true freshman? I don't know if he's a true freshman or if he was redshirted, but he's having a monster year. It looks like Ohio State is primed to repeat. He's going up +6 to a 91. That's the three players that they highlight, but they also give you a link to the updated rosters, or at least to the updated ratings. And I'll try to leave a link in the description for you guys to check that out. But they also do have a couple of other players here that they highlight, including two players that are now the second highest rated players in the entire game, in Ruben Bain Jr., the edge defender for the University of Miami. As Miami has, obviously they're having a really strong season. This guy's going to go 5 full points to a 97 overall, including a 98 power move, which is absolutely insane. One off of what's considered perfect in these games of a 99. Jeremiah Love is officially the second highest rated player. He only went up 2 points though. He started the season as a 95. Didn't necessarily, obviously everybody saw that he was going to have a good year considering his background, but he's now up to a 97 overall, the second highest rated player behind only Jeremiah Smith, whose rating did not change. We also have another really high rising player in Malachi Tony, who's up 11 points, which might be like the highest boost out of just about any player in the game. He's up to an 88 overall, and he also got a +4 in speed. So he's up to a 92 overall in speed, which is probably a little bit more of an important rating when it comes to, actual gameplay anyway. And then they also got one more guy. This guy might have the highest rating out of all of them, as he went up +15, which means he started the year to 70, and that's Danny Scudero out of San Jose State, wide receiver, who is now an 85 overall because of that +15 rating. So just to give you an idea of some of the more dramatic changes that they've had. So now that I gave you some of the highest rated risers, we're going to go through the top 100 to show you guys some of the biggest changes in that particular area. Now, coming in as the 5th highest rated player is Texas Tech's David Bailey. He's an edge rusher. He's up to a 96 overall. He also got a +1 in speed and a +1 agility. Just a couple of small changes. Nothing really major there, but a +3 overall is pretty high. Next up at number 7, Jordan Tyson, who started the year as a 94, also is up +2 to a 96, as he is now the 6th highest rated player in the game. I don't see a ton of changes as far as like speed or anything like that, but obviously, a very good player. Next up, the highest rated player in Missouri is now the 7th highest rated player in the entire game, as Ahmad Hardy is going up from a 92 overall to a 95 overall. It remains to be seen too if he's going to get some new abilities. He only has 3 abilities in Recoup, Sidestep, and 360, even though 2 of them are platinum. But it'll be interesting to see if he gets any mental abilities. It doesn't really state. This is something that I noticed too, is like when it comes to updates, EA has been releasing these updates a day early, and there is no official update other than the information that they shared that I'm sharing with you guys right now. So it's really hard to say what the full extent of this update will be, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did change around some of the physical and mental abilities. And if they do that, I'll most likely do this video again tomorrow. Now, Anthony Hill Jr. didn't change. He's still a 95 overall, but one of the bigger changes in the top 10 is Carter Smith, the left tackle for Indiana, who currently is an 89 overall, but once this update hits, he's going to go up 6 full points to a 95 overall, as I don't really see a ton of changes. I mean, his strength goes up a point, his speed goes up a point, but I'm not really sure. I'm guessing his awareness goes up 4 points to a 97, so that might be why. Rounding out the new top 10 in a way, even though there's a lot of guys that have the same 95 overall rating, is Caden Green, who's up to a 95 overall from Missouri once again, left guard. Another guy who I don't really see a ton of changes. His strength went up a little bit. I'm going to guess his awareness, it went up a point, so I don't really see a ton of changes here without digging too deep, but this guy is now in the top 10 in the entire game. And there are a couple guys that have the same 95 overall rating that I'm going to continue with here, including Jacob Rodriguez, a right outside linebacker once again for Texas Tech, who's got a lot of guys that have jumped up quite a bit. This guy here, obviously, you know, he's got, hopefully, I mean, if they change his quick jump ability from bronze to anything higher, that would be really interesting. But he's going up 4 points, as one of the bigger changes, as far as I could tell, is his awareness once again going up 4 whole points as well. And then you got a couple of guys tied with him, like Leonard Moore, the cornerback from Notre Dame, who went up 2 points to a 95 overall. He's also obviously tied for the top 10. Peter Woods and Ryan Williams seem to maintain their 95 overall from Clemson and from Alabama, rounding out what's officially the top 10. Now, as far as the rest of the top 100, I'm just going to show it on screen. I'm not necessarily going to read these all off. That would make this video really long, but you can see if any of your favorite players jump out at you on any of your favorite teams. You know, I'll if I see anything that stands out to me, I'll mention it. But ultimately, like I said, my biggest concern is the fact that they did not release any patch notes the day prior like they've done in the past, which is something that they've been doing pretty much all year. And this leads me to believe that we're really only going to see ratings changes. I would assume that we're going to get some players added, but they didn't really mention that. And I would also assume that there's a chance that they could change some of the abilities, but once again, they didn't mention that either. So to me, this is something where it could just be a ratings update to their massive library of players. But other than that, I really hope that there's more, because like I said, I know there's a lot of people that are complaining that some of their favorite players are missing from their rosters, especially when it comes to people that like to use their favorite team in dynasty modes and stuff like that. And that's something that we'll have to wait and find out tomorrow. But if you're watching this video tomorrow, or if you're watching this video the day before and there's a specific player that you think needs to be added to your favorite team, let us know in the comment section. But more specifically, if you're watching this video tomorrow and there was a player added to a roster, or a player that you think should have been added to a roster and wasn't, let us and everybody know in the comment section, because ultimately, you know, we still need to voice that stuff to EA. It's been a long time. This is a well overdue roster update, and if it's just the ratings that are changed and they don't actually add a lot of the players that really should have been added a long time ago, I mean, the college football season is more than halfway done. It feels like it's almost over, as the NFL season obviously is about the halfway point as well. So it feels like the season's flying, and this game in particular really got left behind when it comes to support, especially when it comes to something as simple like adding players. Adding players in a game is something that you or I could do with a simple, the ability just to have a custom player maker. I mean, it's something that we could do very easily if they allowed us to do that. Or more specifically, if the devs or the development team were allowed to do that. Obviously, I just don't feel like it's too difficult to add players. That's something that should be very simple. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video there, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. My shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.